The question of why Taiwan is so important to China is really critical right now. In recent months, we've seen tensions between China and Taiwan increase. We had Nancy Pelosi visiting Taiwan and a series of really unprecedented military exercises from China toward Taiwan, firing missiles across the Taiwan Strait after that. And so it's really important to understand why China cares so much about Taiwan, this island that's just 100 miles across this body of water, the Taiwan Strait. And it really has critical implications for the US and the rest of the world. Taiwan at this moment is usually referred to as a self-governed island. The current leadership in Taiwan, President Tsai Ing-wen, basically doesn't want to declare outright independence for fear of stoking the anger of Beijing. But Taiwan essentially operates as an independent nation. It has its own government, it elects its own leaders through a democratic system. It operates independently from China in all purposes. So it's important to understand some of the history behind China-Taiwan tensions to understand why China cares so much about Taiwan today. So back in the 1940s, after the end of World War II, China had a major civil war. The Communist Party was fighting the Nationalist Party, and as you might guess, the Communist Party won, and that's why we have the People's Republic of China today. When the Communist Party declared victory in 1949, the Nationalist Party fled to Taiwan. And from there, it maintained that the Nationalist Party actually controlled all of China, not just Taiwan. Meanwhile, the People's Republic of China declared that Taiwan was still part of China and has maintained to this day that Taiwan is in fact part of the country. So it's important to understand that this all traces back to a civil war where there was this schism. Reunifying with Taiwan has been part of the Communist Party's agenda going back to the Civil War. Every leader has had to make that part of their mission to eventually control Taiwan. And in recent years, we've seen that Xi Jinping has really tried to build national pride back at home and really stoked some very strong nationalist forces. And so it helps to secure his own power by setting this goal of bringing Taiwan back into the fold. Xi Jinping and the Communist Party as a whole cares about reunification with Taiwan because of this idea of trying to accomplish this national rejuvenation. That is like the overarching principle that Xi Jinping has established for the party going into 2049, this critical 100th anniversary of the Communist Party. Since the Communist Party sees that civil war as unfinished business to a certain extent, and this goal of reunifying with Taiwan has been part of the party's mission all along, it's become increasingly critical to actually accomplish this as China itself has grown more powerful. Now, there are also other reasons. One of the things that's happened in recent years in China is that the military has grown stronger and stronger, and China has exerted more and more control over the waters surrounding its territory. And so having control over Taiwan would allow them to project power more broadly across the Pacific and control shipping routes and economic channels throughout that area. As China has gained power and aimed to establish itself as a world power, to build a sense of strength nationally, Taiwan has become ever more important.